Hello, everybody. We're here right now with Ozzy, with Sircon, and myself. We got a whole bunch of topics to talk about with NFTs in Solana, from OK Bears to Magic Eden Aggregator to ETH and upcoming hype mints. This is the first episode of the Value Vibes People's NFT upcoming videos. What's up, guys? How's it going?
I'm going pretty well, man. I'm just chilling after a pretty long day of mints, and that's really all that's been going on with me.
Nice, nice. How about you, Sircon?
Today was a move day, to be honest. Lots of means, not the best day to make some profits, but it was a really, really rough day, very long, stream in the middle. Maybe you can see it on my throat. I'm a little bit sick, but it was a great day,
Same
and
here.
I'm really, really hyped to talk about Solana and NFTs in general.
Yeah, so let's first start off with like who you guys are, where you guys come from, and all that, so everyone knows. Circa, where'd you come from? How did you find out about Solana NFTs?
Well, that's a tricky one because I don't remember exactly how did I get into Solana NFTs. I'm pretty sure a friend introduced me because some of my colleague streamers were already moving from the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem to the Solana ecosystem. So I think that's my entry into Solana NFTs. And I mean,
Wow.
I think that's it. Just moving with the wave of streamers from the Binance Smart Chain to Solana and try new
Yeah,
airs and new stuff.
that's an interesting one. I have never seen someone move from Binance and getting into Solana. That's the first time. That's pretty cool. How about you, Ozzy?
Oh man, so it's a long story, but essentially I came from ETH. I was trading crypto a long time ago, so I was like stacking like Cardano. I have SafeMoon. I had Ethereum, and then I had a little bit of Bitcoin. And so essentially I came from like Ethereum NFTs, and like I got rugged a lot. And there are a lot of projects that like took a long time essentially. And like the pace there is really slow, and it feels like very like gatekeeperish. And there's not like a really like instant access to the public. And then I found out about
Yeah,
Solana through an Ethereum project giving first come first serves for a place called the Cool Camels. And I don't know whatever happened to them. I didn't mint the Cool Camels cult, but I do know that they were the kings of like whitelist first come first serves and just like giving those things away like they were candy, like they were a parade and just throwing it like. And so
right.
then I got into Soul NFTs after realizing like I didn't have to worry about gas. The communities were more welcoming,
You,
and like
you
as
know,
soon
I'm
as I got on Twitter, it's great.
right when you said gas, I was kind of in the same boat as you. I came from Ethereum as well, and I was in the same thing. I was degening in Ethereum. I was getting into this project called Noodles, which was a derivative of Doodles. It's very degen, and I actually did well with Noodles, but I couldn't sell my NFTs because of gas. So that was a horrible thing, and I just couldn't sell it. So then that's when I discovered Solana. But yeah, that's some great intros. So the first thing I want to know, Zircon, is there anything out there that you're looking at as far as mints? Like, is there one particular one that you're interested on?
I have a little bit of NFTs. I'm looking around at some interesting mints that might do well in the future. Um,
Or any NFT?
Yeah. Talking in NFTs in general, I'm really looking forward to see what happens with AI Labs. AI Labs has already released their Gen Zero, and they are looking forward to making this kind of AI collabs with other projects. I think they are already collabing with ABC, which is a big collab that they will be taking in the future. And
AI
really,
Labs.
really like really low supply. I didn't expect much of them,
Am I
to
looking at
be
the right
honest.
one?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to
that's
be
the right
correct.
one. The Cloud
Okay.
Walkers was the Gen Zero of AI Labs. They are going to release the Gen 1, I think, Monday next week, the 26th, if I'm not wrong. And that I think they will do well. I really like the art, the style, and they have shown some of the sneak peeks of the future NFTs and the collabs they are going to release, and it's dope. I really liked it, and the devs are really looking forward to work and develop the whole ecosystem of AI in general. So I really like them, and it's one of my hype mints in the short term, to be honest.
Ah, I see. Well, I wonder what the price action is right now. Oh yeah, it's at 7 Sol right now.
Yeah, yeah. They
Okay,
mint it
it's
for really, really cheap. They mint it for, if I'm not wrong, it was
right here,
around
2
two
point.
sol, and they
Okay,
pump it really hard just after the sellout, and they have been
yeah,
pumping over and over since mint.
Aren't there? I think time I checked those, there were only like 13 listed, right? Or 16 or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
really
Right
low
now it's
listings.
16 listed.
Wow. Yeah. So I wonder. I think everybody's probably holding those for the air. Are there's airdrops related to that zircon, like with the next generation or whitelist?
Yes, if I'm not wrong, they are already considered for the airdrop of the collapse, not Gen 1. Gen 1, I think not, I'm not quite sure because since I'm not holding, I haven't seen the benefits of holding, but I think they have priority whitelist, so they will have guaranteed mint if they want. And they, yes, they will be considered for the AI labs collabs with ABC and future coming projects that will collab with them.
Interesting. Yeah, that's one I'll be looking at. Definitely AI Labs. All right. How about you, Ozzy?
Oh man, don't you want me to go through my Discord? Okay, so
No, the one mint you're looking at,
the
or
1 mint.
any NFT.
Oh man, because I have like a list of things. Can I say okay? Okay, I just want to pick. Let me pick three mints, and I only want to talk about one of them though.
Okay.
Okay, so C1 SWW, those are the Rifters. I've been hearing a
Oh,
lot of good
yes.
things about them. I think they're October 3rd is their mint date. Um, the next one would be Bad Gang because they have been doing like a Utes like application. They're pretty hyped. They mint on, I think, on the 26th.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
26.
yeah, and then there is, and the last, but certainly not least, the one that interests me the most is Clay Soros's.
Oh,
Oh, Clay Sources.
They
Yeah,
well,
Clay
okay,
Sources.
so like on their Twitter, they held a vote on whether or not they should be on Solana or Ethereum and why. And I guess a lot of Sol people came out and they voted for Sol. But I mean, like there we don't have very many projects on Sol that have like 3D rendering like that look like super nice that aren't like essentially derivatives from like Ethereum. And it's nice to see like what they're trying to build coming this way. But man, the animation on them is like just really really slick, and uh I'm definitely looking forward to Clay Sources. Like I don't know exactly what's going on, but like I've always liked fossils and I've always liked dinosaurs. And you know, as an adult, nobody ever asks you what your favorite dinosaur is.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of that, when I tweeted about Claynosaurus, there was this one person who liked the tweet, and he retweeted, and I looked at him, and he seems to be one of the guys working for Claynosaurus. His
Whoa.
name is
oh,
Cabanimation. And bringing Hollywood creatures to life by day. VFX animation supervisor. Clients include Netflix, HBO, Disney, and Sony. So, right here, I just got my first Annie Award nomination. It was this best character animation for this right here. I watched this show here with my toddlers, but yeah, I could see why people are really looking into this project, Claynosaurus, and
Oh,
I'm hoping we can actually get them to talk to us one day on here. They did say that they'll be happy when they're ready, so let's hope for that.
yeah,
But
that's crazy. I've seen Luca and Enchanto, all these ones that they're mentioning, like
oh,
that he went against. Like those are like top tier like Pixar movies and like DreamWorks.
yeah,
So dang.
but yeah, I think he works with them. I think he's one of the back, but I mean I don't know. It seems like it Feels like it. But yeah, Bad Gang. Yeah, that's an interesting one as well. I don't know really much about them. I know
Their
I did a
artist
review
looks
of
like
them.
they were from Neo West, which is one of the first ones I kind of like got into in a while. But man, like they've got branding. Like I think they're trying to be like a whole brand kind of thing. But they're doing like, I mean, look at their website. It's just great. I think I'm whitelisted for it.
Yeah,
But
they
their
have a
whole thing
sick.
is like I think making a really good like street clothing brand. And like I know Blue Liquor is like their airdrop for like upgrades and things like that. So I feel
They have a
like
pretty sick brand look. Definitely.
Yeah.
yeah, man, it fits my aesthetic completely. I really like animation. I really like anime, and like um the whole bag over the head thing reminds me of Fairly Odd Parents. If you guys ever watched that Nickelodeon
Oh
show,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the Bucky's dad, or I think his name was Bucky. His dad had a bag over his head because he was the worst baseball player known to man, and it was just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a whole thing. I really enjoyed it, but definitely Clayosauruses. The other ones are kind of like because like Bad Gang has like this whole aesthetic and the art, and then the Rifters are ones that like I'm seeing like a bunch of DAOs give away spots for. I've heard like a lot of people are just essentially talking about them, but what's crazy is everybody's talking about them and their mint price is 10 Sol from what I
They,
can tell in the
Wow.
Discord. Yeah, it's like, yeah. Um,
uh, I would flip Bad Gang. That's just me personally. It looks like it's definitely hypey, and then I'll probably flip it. Um,
yeah, most of the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
I
yeah.
get into is for flips. Like I don't hold stuff for very long unless I'm like, I want to be a part of this,
what
right?
What
Like,
about Cleanosaurus? What about would you hold that, or would you flip it?
oh, bro, it depends.
I w- I
If
I
I'm
think I'll
minting
hold
for
it for a
two
while.
and it goes to 10 and I have 2 to 3 of them, I'm gonna definitely keep one. But like I think that I like all of them for sure. I think that Clayosaurus, like they have 10. I think it depends like really heavily on if like if along the journey, right? They can get me hooked on their story. They can get me hooked on I'm a part of this, and they can get me hooked on what they're actually bringing to the table other than like a super nice NFT, right? Can they fulfill what their promises are? And like if they show me that they are capable of doing that and like 100% capable of doing that, I will probably mint two, sell one, hold one. Like that, I think
Yeah.
that's usually my conviction, right? If I mint three, and I believe in the project, I'll hold one. Like I'm holding Hyrith still, which are like the elves that are like basically the mini Blocksmith Labs. Um, and they basically have just a launch pad platform, or like not a whitelist platform just like Blocksmith, but they also have a Discord bot with giveaways.
Oh, we got a surprise here. We have Ryan here. He
Yo,
just joined
oh,
us.
oh,
What's
What's up,
good?
man?
hey, what's good? How you guys doing?
We're talking about if we're gonna hold or flip Cleanosaurus.
Oh, okay, okay, interesting.
That's yeah. But yeah, Ryan, welcome aboard. First thing is like we just want to know what your background is. The people want to know who is Ryan. Where did he come from? And yeah, just let it be.
Can
Let
you
us
see me?
know. Yeah, I can see you.
Hey, hello, hello.
I know
All
you
right,
just jumped in. We're throwing you out there.
shit. My name's Ryan. I'm working for a couple of DAOs. I have worked with multiple projects, usually smaller ones. I don't really work on like I guess major projects. Most of the projects I've worked on are usually really small DGen or like uh, usually like just PFP based mints, I guess. Right now, I'm currently working for DGen Services DAO and obviously Value Vibes. And yeah, just happy to be here.
Nice, nice. Yeah, in case no one knows yet, Ryan is one of the biggest grinders I have ever seen. We once talked because this Discord really sucked in the beginning, but Ryan came in and pretty much changed everything. We got some things coming up sometime soon. We're working on, so just stay tuned on that. And yeah, now we're just doing this content streaming type of video. So we're all gonna be talking about NFTs with Ryan, with Zircon, and Ozzy, and then letting you guys know how we feel about this NFT market. Speaking of, is there a whitelist meta or is there a minting season happening right now in Solana? Zircon, let us know.
Yeah, I think it's definitely having. We're having a whitelist meta right now and a minting season for sure. Haven't seen a mint season like this one like in a few weeks. Like before this meta even started, it was like trading on secondary and having some eye on the best flipping plays instead of minting. Minting was really, really bad. Most of the time, you will mint and have to or hold or just break even or go for a loss. And right now, I think every single project that is having a good developer team and make things right the day of the mint is making profits almost guaranteed if the at least the project has the essentials that I like to call that are a good mint in a good launchpad, a solid idea around the project, and if the devs are good at communicating with the community. I think that is really, really important for a project to succeed. If they are missing one of these aspects, they start dragging out and they might not even make profits to the holders once the mint is sold out.
Nice. How? What about you, Ozzy?
Oh man, so like I'm loving the whitelist meta because I grind whitelist so hard in all my DAOs. Like I'll show up sometimes and they'll be like, "How'd you get that one?" I was like, "Magic." But like I definitely think it's a minting meta and a minting season. I think there are a lot of like thinkers coming over from Ether, especially before and after the merge, and like not necessarily like that they were like founders on Ether, but they're coming over thinking they have ideas and it would be cheaper just to like launch it on Solana and figure out the kinks and figure that out, which is really bringing like some innovators to the table right now. But my favorite kind of whitelist right now is the token whitelist because it doesn't matter if you grinded it out or not. You can just buy the tokens and just swap them for mints. And I think that's like the smartest thing for um really for founders to do right now. And I only say that because the people who are like, oh, I don't want a minute or it's not going to happen for me, they're going to go flip those tokens on Famous Fox Federation. And I think that that gives people who want to mint the incentive to mint because they may have forgot to submit their wallet even if they had whitelist or something like that. But I really enjoying it. I'm having a nice time. I definitely think it's still like minter beware season because there's still like projects that get super hyped and still come out like on bottom.
All right. Now, Ryan, we have to come back to you because we all went through what our most hype mint or one mint we're looking at. Can you let us know what you're looking at right now? Even if it's secondary plays, if it's what type of NFT is, if there's any.
If we're looking for upcoming mints, I feel like, at least for me, I have my eyes on Cleanosaurs, obviously, and if we're looking at, I guess, secondary plays, I would say I'm keeping an eye on Wade because Wade is looking really
Oh,
promising.
Wade.
Yeah,
Yeah, Wade.
Wade is interesting. I don't know. I kind of like that. I feel like $1 billion company is backed by $1 billion dollar company. I mean, and with zero royalties, minted for an 0.5. Now they're sitting around 60. They're
Yeah.
working on some stuff.
Yeah, in case anyone doesn't know, now Wade is essentially there's a business in Asia, right, Ryan, that is basically like the Disney of that area. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that is crazy that it has gone up to 59 Solana. So are you thinking about getting in around this price or are
Man,
you waiting for it to definitely dip down?
Of course, if I would like it to dip down, man, I feel like there'll be a decent entry for be around 30 to 40. But to be completely honest with you, I don't see, maybe, but the chances of it hitting 30 and below is kind of hard because hype is there, something new. It's backed by $1 billion company. It's been clear that they didn't need the funds. It's been clear since with they have like zero royalties and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they're doing some pretty interesting stuff. Um, can't wait to see what they have planned for us, and I do think that can be a blue chip. Definitely. Yeah.
Interesting take right there. Interesting take. Now, we haven't got to myself, but I'll just let everybody know that I am liking ABCs. ABCs has been my go-to play right now. I bought 6 ABCs, and the main reason is because ABC is directly correlated with hate swap. And if anyone doesn't know what hate swap is, it's basically a marketplace for NFT. But the main difference is that there's going to be a liquidity pool. Now, the cons for that is that, well, if NFTs is going to become a liquidity type of sellers buyers market, well, then isn't that actually a liability for NFTs? Because then technically NFTs are like shit coins or crypto coins because you could just sell it at any time, right? Well, that is a good point and a contradiction towards why I bought ABCs, but I do think there's not a marketplace yet like this in Solana, and this being the first one could definitely change some things up. And ABCs, I personally think could have some incentives from hate swap, whether that's royalties or fees, minusing fees from the marketplace. I don't know, but I think something is happening, and that's why I bought it at 49 Solana, and I think it's gonna go higher to probably 80 to 100 Sol. That is my bull case right there. So if that doesn't happen, it goes to 20 Solana. I'm a sell right away and just stay put. But we'll see where it goes. What do you guys think? Am I crazy?
Well, I mean, the thing was, is I haven't really followed ABC since I like swung trade them 4 times because like I swung trade 1.23 all the
Same
way
here.
up to 3.5, and then it dipped back down to 2.5, and then went it back up to 4, and I sold. And I was like, all right, now when it dips down to 3.5, I'm gonna buy back in, and we're gonna just hold, right? And
It was so
never
it was
dipped
so
back.
embarrassing
It
for
never
me.
dipped back. It went to 15. It was like gone.
Yeah, because I put it on Discord. I put down that I made a profit of 1 Sol, I think, when it went to like 1 to 2 Sol, and then that thing freaking skyrocketed to 80 Sol. So yeah,
Yeah.
I see your point there.
Yeah. The things I like about Solana is that there's not much we can look back to see how things can happen, and I'm more of like when something new happened here in Solana, is like new rules and you never know what to expect. For instance, you talked about ABC reaching 100. Normally I would say that's way too
Unrealistic.
high, but since they skyrocketed like they did from 123 to 50, I definitely see it pumping again to 100, without a doubt. Now, if you asked me like a month ago if a project with a 10k supply at 1.23 would be able without nothing, because when they started they had no roadmap, no Discord, no Twitter.
Right. No, that's a good point right now. That actually brings up something different. Is that ABC is immutable. So what does that mean? That basically means that there are people who cannot basically screw with the NFT, which basically means that they can't change the royalty fee. They can't change the picture. It's immutable. So that's like one of the main things that kind of got me interested, because it's actually what you call decentralized. But yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan, what do you think?
I feel like it's a solid project. Obviously, it's backed by HGE, but I feel like the main thing that's stopping it from reaching 100 soul, personally, I feel like it's because of the derivatives that's been going around. Because nowadays, when we see like a new DGen project with like the name ABC, with like inspired by the art, things like that, right? I feel like most traders tend to avoid them because they think that, oh, the ABC meta is over, and like we're not gonna mint like all the ABC stuff anymore. At least that's how I feel, right? I feel like the
Right.
derivatives, they're kind of like stopping. It's kind of like the casino meta, right? At first, it was just DJ coin flip. It was doing really well, and then more stuff started coming out with the dust coin flip,
Oh, that's a great point.
Scout
That's a
coin
great
flip.
point. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Like they were basically taking more market share from DGen Coin Flip. The more projects coming out
exactly.
there, the more market share they're taking away. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point right there. But
So, yeah.
not on another note, if people want to know, if you want to know how to check if it's mutable or not, all you gotta go is basically get the mint address and then check it up on SoulScan, or you can go on Magic Eden and just click the button on open in SoulScan, and then from there you can see if it's mutable or not mutable. But sorry to say, most of the Soul NFTs are mutable. So just heads up there. I think the only ones are just ABCs, Degen Apes, and a couple other ones. I'm talking about like big projects. So there you go. Now, on another note, we have some crazy things going on with OK Bears. Are you guys, fast way, are you guys bullish or bearish on OK Bears? Even if they're
Bearish.
signing with IMG. Bearish. We got
Still
one
bearish.
bearish guy with OK Bears. All right.
Same.
Zircon, what do you think?
I have
Bearish or
to be
bullish?
completely honest. I'm really bearish on them just
Bearish.
because of the devs, just because of them.
Totally agree.
What about you, Ozzy? We got some two bearish
Oh,
guys here.
I tried to interrupt because I thought it was open forum, but I'm bearish, bro. Like I'm bearish. I'm super bearish.
Nice.
I'm okay on those bears.
All right. That's it's a 3-1 bearish to bullish on OK Bears. I get it. I get it. OK Bears aren't doing too well right now. They screwed up on devs. They screwed up a lot on getting us communications between Twitter and Discord. So, but I do believe in the brand at the end, and my exit point will be around 120 soul. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. All right. So, other than that, Zircon, you got anything else to say? Anything on your mind,
About OK Bears.
or just or any collection?
No. I can make a little bit more of a point. I think OK Bears had I always call it the perfect storm. It's like a phenomenon. They did well, but if you take most of the branding meta that try to copycat the OK Bear strategy to success, you can see that it's almost a pattern where all other projects were a flop. Great Goats was a flop. Yeah,
Oh,
Tigers
great
didn't do
goats.
well. You have
Oh
like
man, that was a
every
brutal one.
every single one of them that tried to use the animal branding kind of style like OK Bears are literally under min price. I can I maybe there is an exception probably,
Oh
but you
god.
can check it out. They are all closer to zero than to skyrocketing. So that's what I think. OK Bears had a great opportunity. They did excellent. They have the perfect storm. They were a phenomenon, but I don't see something like OK Bears ever
Great.
repeating, at least with that kind of a marketing strategy.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Great Goats is at point 0.9 soul right now. So there you go. But yeah. In another note, what do you guys think of Okiyu? Because that's one that's been
Ooh.
popping off on Twitter. It's been chilling going on with influencers. I did buy Ukiyo. I sold it for like 1 soul. It's going down right now back to 630. There's 3,300 owners of this, which is actually pretty good, in my honest opinion. Listed is pretty, it's pretty up there, 928. But it just seems like it could possibly rise higher. The only thing I'm worried about is that it's basically pertained to art. They did come out with a roadmap saying that they now are making a DAO for content creators and artists, but that's all we know so far. So, would you buy it for 6.3? Because I know a lot of people that are really bullish just because of the art. Let us know, Ozzy.
I'd buy it for 6.3 because I really like art. I'm a sucker for the art, but also because uh I think that Yukio has this special case where like they they've retained that artist, right? So they've stopped that artist from working on other projects. He
Really?
was, yeah. So they've retained that artist for his services. So that could mean anything from art upgrades to new projects with airdrops to like maybe even those content creators being in there, like wanting to start their own project and then like essentially running through Yukio to get to that artist. So, but like, I mean, man, I'm a anime fan and a mecha fan and a like I just love like I
But
went to school for graphic design,
I
so
didn't,
like
I didn't know that about the artist that they retained them.
yeah,
So
so
that's a pretty
the
good sign.
Ruined was
That,
going around saying they had his art, that
Oh,
same artist, but really what happened was I
was
guess
his
the
friend.
Ruined had him do the base layer, and this was before Yukio reached out and was like, "Hey, we want to keep you forever," and he brokered that deal. And so then he informed them that like, "Yo, you can keep the base layer, that's fine, but I can't do anything else because of this deal." And there was some like FUD going around, and everybody can kind of like look into it. But essentially, the Ruined was kind of like getting collab managers and other things based off of saying like we have the Yukio artist, and it was I don't know, it's weird, and I suggest everybody look into it because I don't have like all the shit, but I've seen it
okay, so
everywhere.
all right, so the artist is a good point right there. Ryan, what do you think?
From what I heard, the thing about the ruined is um, apparently the artist isn't the Yukio artist, but it's actually the Yukio artist's friend. I don't know where I heard. I'm pretty sure that was what I heard. So I don't know. But
How do you feel about
Okay,
Yukio?
okay. What?
Yukio in general, I feel like, in my opinion, art can only take you this far, or it can really take you too far, if that makes sense. It's been done before. It's not if we're gonna go for like a PFE based project, I know they have like a roadmap, but honestly, I don't really understand, nor do I really think it's a good roadmap. I feel like if they really want to like hit bigger numbers, they really have to like fix up their roadmap and actually, and obviously community is also really important. If the community is strong, if roadmap's good, then maybe. But I feel like if they really had to pump, I don't see them going over 20 soul.
I
That's just my
agree with
opinion.
you there.
Mhm.
I think that this is pretty much their highest point as far as just art,
Mhm.
and that in order for them to go higher, they need to deliver more. But again, we will see with Twitter on what they say. Zerka, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm more or less on the same page as you guys. I think art has a ceiling. If
Mhm.
you want to go over that ceiling, you need to give community something else. You can use the art to pump and to start building a community. But if you want to be in the top one and competing with the best projects in Solana, you have to have something different, something unique, and something that gives value to the community, not just a profile picture. That's my personal opinion. Although I think Yukiyo will do well for flippers and for holders if they manage to uh, solve this issue on the roadmap and giving the holders just start. If they manage to have a solid roadmap, I see them pumping again and being a good long-term hold. But that's my opinion on that. They need to build something else than just art. The art is incredible. I really loved it. I love, as well as Ozzy mentioned, I love mechs as well. And the art is clean. I really like them, but that's the thing I have to say about Yukiyo. They need something else. They need some the extra. They need the extra to keep the pump train.
I would honestly buy probably around 3 Sol. That'll be my entry point if it does go.
Search for
Where
Yukio.
does
Yeah, for Yukio.
here,
If it's just
um
that, if it's just based on art right now.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, some interesting points right here. Some crazy points. We got some agreements, some disagreements. Everyone hates OK Bears, but that's cool. But we'll see. We'll see what the market says eventually. And there we go. So that is basically everything that has been happening in Solana. Is there any last topic that anyone wants to say before we close out?
I want to know what everyone thinks about influencer projects, or like one that's close to my heart that I'm sure you've
I
seen, my
Soul,
PFP. No, yeah,
the donkeys.
the
The
donkey,
donkeys.
the donkeys, the bitters. I just want to know everyone's opinion because we've been keeping I say we because I'm a community mod up there now, but we're in the top 100 of NFT Inspect and have been hovering below like top 50. Like we're I think 52 right now, just from literally art and a Discord server and iced. So like I don't like. I just want everyone's like opinion because I know I'm embroiled in this shit. So like I just want to know what everyone thinks because like it's kind of on the meta of like influencers
Uh,
releasing collections.
do you want our opinions on influencer
Whatever
projects
you
in
want to
general
talk
or
about,
donkeys?
either one. I don't care.
Okay, okay.
I just think it's a great example. That's not like ABC. It's
Ryan,
like
let us know what you think.
Okay. To me, I feel like there are a lot of traders out there that has this mindset of, oh, it was a free mint and now it's at like 3 Sol. I don't think it's a good entry. I don't think it's a good entry. I feel like a lot of people today, a lot of traders today, they are too afraid of the fact that these donkeys were a free mint and now they're going for like 3 Sol, 4 Sol, right? And me personally, I haven't really did any research on the donkeys, but from what I know so far, they don't really have anything planned yet. Nothing's confirmed. So personally, I would be fading this project because I don't know too much about this project. And as for now, it feels and looks just like any other PFP project. The only difference is it is backed up by iced knife, but then there are
Did,
other projects that are backed up by different influencers as well, such as what was the project? Ratchet Bunnies. The one
yeah,
with the
I think
project was
yeah.
backed
It's
up by
yes, by
yeah,
function.
yeah, but their second generation didn't do as well. Maybe because their mint price was really high, but we'll
did
see.
Ice Knife create this project?
Yeah, yeah, this is his passion project. This is his baby. He's the founder and he worked on like all the traits, I guess,
It
himself,
make
and a lot of the traits relate to his childhood is what he was saying.
Zircon, what do you think about
Well,
this?
I will talk a little bit first on the influencer project meta, and then I will give some points I know about donkeys. About the influencers getting into their own projects. I see they having like a really advantage compared to other developers. That this community, the base of a good project or a solid project is community, and influencers most of the time, not every single influencer, but they have the advantage of having already built a community, so it's easier to get long-term holders to hold your NFTs if you have already them in your community than building from the ground. That's on that aspect. And about donkeys, I really like. I have been following some of the work Aussie has been done for them, and I really like
Mhm.
the engagement they are producing with their own community. I don't know. I haven't made much of a research about the fundamentals on the project, but I really like that they are engaging with the community in Twitter Spaces. I see Aussie really working hard to for the project to take off. So I think they might do well if they start planning things as Ryan said. he doesn't they doesn't have a roadmap, and I think that can be positive in a certain way, because no one knows what to expect about the project. So if you have a really dope roadmap as a next step, you can, as Uquillo, make it pull up and start pumping again, because no one knows what to expect. That's the truth. If you don't have roadmap, then at least with a good roadmap you can make things better. And that's what I think about donkeys. They can definitely pull off.
Feel
You
like
know-
verification might be broken.
I
think it
I
has
hate
been.
captcha. Anything with Discord with captcha, I hate. I hate doing a second thing to get into Discord and a third thing to get into Discord. That's like one of my my big things. Even though in our Discord we have it, but
Dude, they're getting ridiculous with it too now. I had one the other day and was like, pick the pictures of the smiling dog, and I'm like, you mean the dog with his mouth open?
I prefer that over than captcha.
Oh,
But
yeah.
overall, dumbass donkeys, I don't know much about it. One thing I did like is that Iced is rocking it. So when he's rocking it, it means that he's he has his case. He has his bullish case. The moment he changes it is the moment he doesn't believe in his project.
Yeah.
At the same time, that's kind of sad because I miss his monkey on here. But it seems like he has to wear this picture the whole time
He
with
did
this
change
project.
it at 2 days
So-
after Mint. It took we bullied him into changing it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that once he changes his picture, to me it will mean that he no longer is bullish on his project. So I think I don't know what he thinks. I know he probably misses his monkey too, because that was like his big brand. But if he's changing course, that's cool. It is cool to see him change it to his beloved project, Dumbass Donkeys. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. 3,000 owners. That's definitely awesome. It's at this price. So yeah, just like what Zircon said, community, it drives everything. Ice has a huge community. So those are some great points right there. But yeah, that is everything for this show. Thank you for watching, guys. We appreciate it. And come subscribe. Comment below on what you think. Hit that like bell as well. Hit everything you can hit. And thank you, Ozzy. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Zircon. And let us know if you want to see more of this for value vibes, NFT vibes. Peace.